Hey everyone, it's Bill here with JK Southwest. Thanks so much for tuning in again. If you are new to the channel, make sure you click that subscribe button down below so you don't miss out on any of the action. We're out here on another local trail today. We're taking a quick break, taking in some of the scenery, and I thought, you know what, it's a great chance. Let's talk about a couple more mods on the Jeep, so stick around. So on the never-ending quest to make our Jeeps perform better off-road, one of the most common modifications we make is larger tires. Now to make room for larger tires, you have a couple of options. One, you can add some more suspension lift. And that works great, but it can get pretty expensive and pretty complicated fast. If you add some taller springs, you're probably going to need some longer shocks. You're probably going to need to go to some longer adjustable control arms. Probably have to upgrade your drive shafts, extend your brake lines, etc., etc. The list goes on and on. It can cause a quick domino effect, leading to an expensive bill.
Show me the money.
But you have other options, and the route I chose to go was to modify my fenders to make room for those larger tires. I didn't want to change up my suspension lift at all. I'm already running a JKS 3.5-inch lift. I really like the way it rides and performs off-road, so I didn't want to mess with that. I also wanted to keep my center of gravity as low as possible. So I'm sticking with that 3.5-inch lift. So I chose to modify my fenders. If you choose to modify your fenders, you have a couple of options. You can cut the factory fenders, or you can go with a full set of replacements made of plastic, aluminum, or steel. They all have their pros and cons, and in the end, I chose to install a set of fenders from a company called MCE, or Modern Classic Enterprises. I chose fenders from MCE for a couple of reasons. First is the looks. I really like the look of the stock fenders on a JK. I think it gives it that classic Jeep look. I think the JK fenders were quite an upgrade from the fenders on the TJ before it. The MCE fenders do follow the lines of the original fender flares, while giving a little bit of a nod to that flat fender Willy look. These fenders are light. They're even lighter than the factory fenders. They're made from a TPO type plastic material that's lightweight yet flexible and strong. They're so strong, in fact, that MCE offers a lifetime warranty against cracking or fading. The third reason is the ease of install. These fenders are really easy to install. To begin, you have to remove the factory fender flares, which is a pretty easy task. There's a few bolts underneath that you need to undo. Then it's just a series of plastic clips that hold the fenders on. There's plenty of full-length videos and how-tos to walk you through that process if you need, but it really is easy. Remove those couple bolts, give a quick tug on the fender, and all those clips break free, and you're good to go. Installing the MCE fenders is even easier. You just line them up and use a few self-tapping screws to secure them in place. The MCE fenders even come with corner marker lights. These LED lights are really easy to install since you already have the wiring there from the factory ones. You just tie in and then you're ready to go. With the MCE fenders, you have the option of reusing your factory inner liners. You can mark them out, cut them to fit, and they'll fit right back in. I chose to install a set of liners from Ace Engineering to go along with my fenders. The Ace Engineering fenders are really easy to install and they look great. They feature their signature dimple die cuts that save a little bit of weight and offer a little bit of engine bay venting. With the Ace liners, you also have the option of getting a guard to fill in the gap between the outer skin and the inner body, something that some of the other manufacturers of inner liners don't offer. Together they make a good looking combo that makes room for larger tires without needing to change my suspension at all. And in my case, it means I was able to upgrade from 35 to 37 inch tires while keeping the same 3.5 inch suspension lift. So there you go. That's how I made room for larger tires without having to modify my suspension at all. Let me know in the comments below if you've modified your fenders and what you chose to do. Also, let me know down below what you want to see highlighted next time, and we'll see you then.